Silas Marner. The Weaver of Raveloe is a novel by George Eliot, the pen name of Mary Ann Evans. It was first published in 1861 and remains one of her most beloved works, celebrated for its deep psychological insight, social commentary, and themes of redemption, community, and human connection. The novel tells the story of Silas Marner, a skilled linen weaver who lives a quiet and isolated life. He begins the story in the industrial town of Lantern Yard, where he is a devout member of a strict religious sect. However, his life is shattered when he is falsely accused of theft by his closest friend William Dane, who seeks to cover up his own crime and marry Silas's fiancée, Sarah. Betrayed and heartbroken, Silas leaves Lantern Yard and settles in the rural village of Raveloe, a place where people are wary of strangers and where his reclusive habits further isolate him. In Raveloe, Silas becomes known for his weaving and lives frugally, hoarding the gold he earns. Over time, the money becomes a substitute for human relationships, his only source of comfort and meaning. But tragedy strikes again when his hoard of gold is stolen by Dunstan Cass, the reckless younger son of the village's squire. Silas is devastated, and the loss deepens his mistrust of people and the world. However, his life changes dramatically on a snowy New Year's Eve, when a small golden-haired child wanders into his cottage. Her mother, Molly Farron, an opium addict and secret wife of Godfrey Cass, Dunstan's brother, has collapsed and died in the snow nearby. Silas takes in the child, naming her Eppie. Her arrival reawakens his heart and brings him into the life of the village. As he raises Eppie with love and devotion, he becomes an accepted and even cherished member of the community. Years later, Godfrey, who has since married another woman but remained childless, confesses his past to his wife. They decide to claim Eppie as their own, revealing her true parentage. However, Eppie chooses to stay with Silas, the only father she has ever known. The novel ends on a hopeful note, as Eppie marries a local man and Silas finds peace, realizing that love and human connection have restored his faith in life. One of the central themes of Silas Marner is redemption through love and community. Silas's transformation from a bitter, solitary man to a loving father and respected villager illustrates the healing power of human connection. His relationship with Eppie symbolizes emotional rebirth and renewal. Another important theme is the contrast between isolation and belonging. Silas's initial retreat from society after being wronged shows the destructive effects of alienation. In contrast, his later inclusion in village life emphasizes the importance of mutual care and shared values. The novel also explores the nature of justice and moral growth. Lantern Yard, with its rigid and judgmental religious structure, fails to deliver justice, while the more informal, humane values of Raveloe ultimately provide Silas with the chance for redemption. Additionally, Eliot examines class and responsibility, especially through the character of Godfrey Cass. His moral cowardice, hiding his marriage and child, leads to years of regret. Yet Eliot does not present him as wholly evil, but rather as weak and constrained by societal expectations. His eventual confession reflects a longing for redemption, though too late to earn Eppie's love. Finally, the novel touches on the power of time and change. Silas's story spans over 2 decades, and Eliot portrays the slow, cumulative impact of life experiences in shaping character and destiny. The movement from despair to hope and from isolation to belonging unfolds gradually but with great emotional depth. Silas Marner remains a poignant exploration of how people cope with loss, how love can heal, and how community can restore what was once broken.